What up, boys? It's Gaz, and welcome to the Warframe video. So today we have a bit of a weird one for you, and that's going to be something that I actually might think is potentially a little bit bugged here, in more ways than one. So we've actually got the Mutalist Cernos today, and there's some funky stuff going on with this thing, and it can also deal some crazy damage with that funky stuff going on. So I'm actually going to take us to the wiki page after I go over these stats here, but the general gist of this weapon is it is a status-focused bow. As we can see, 49% status chance here, and we've also got relatively low crit chance. We've also got so it's going to fire off a toxin cloud, 2 projectiles. So there's an arrow it fires off, then it fires like an infested projectile afterwards that will follow that arrow, or like go to the near area of that arrow and make a toxin cloud in the area. So, there's a couple things you can go do with this thing. So let's just fire it off and show that performs. So I fire that, and then it's hard to see with this energy color, but there's actually a infested projectile that fires that arrow. It was to the right of my Inaros, and that will actually create a bunch of damage numbers on the targets. So let's just pause them so we can display this. That's also going to deal damage over time. So yeah, it has potential to be like, it pretty much seems like it's bugging out and just like doing more damage than it's supposed to sometimes. As you can see right there, like why did she get one shot like that? I don't know, but I guess I'll just take it and accept it. So it stacks up blocks of toxin procs. We're also using the mod Split Flights, which is going to reproc the duration of the additional multi-shot on the toxin clouds. So Split Flights is pretty much, I'd say not an essential mod for this, but one of the best decisions you could make is to put Split Flights in this. Well, this comes from Baro Katir, on hit, 100% multi-shot. But reduced accuracy, and it stacks up to 4 times for non-AoE bows. So like I said, that toxin cloud that this thing creates is actually going to reproc the split flights. So you can have a bunch of extra multi-shot all the time. So pretty good stuff there. I'm also going to let's go over the wiki page so I can try to explain what's going on here and like why it's randomly just destroying. And to be honest, I don't actually know exactly what's going on here. So here is the wiki page for the Mutalist Cernos. And they have a relatively up-to-date Wikipedia here. So we got MR7 required, pretty high Riven disposition, mostly impact weighted on the arrow, and then the toxin cloud it creates is going to be entirely toxin. But it also will proc your modified elemental. So for example, it will proc viral, it will proc electricity, etc., etc. When we go over electricity, I think that's where the big bugs on this weapon come into play, because we'll just take a look at it, okay? So, yeah, it fires off a secondary toxin cloud that has 15% crit chance, just like the arrow you fire off. So I think that one might be what's causing the crazy damage sometimes. That dog is sleeping, by the way. And yeah, as we can see right here, upon hitting an enemy or object, the Mutalist Cernos Spore will create a small toxin cloud that deals damage every second for 10 seconds. And yeah, it's a little bit of a weird one. I'm not entirely sure. I'm guessing like it's a double crit when it does that crazy damage, because that's also Hunter munitions coming into play there. So yeah, so the reason I think this is a little bit bugged is that as you can see right here. So let's just leave the arsenal screen. Okay, right here, I have 1,115 damage with the viral build with these mods on here. Nothing too out of the ordinary. Like I have a Band of Corpus on here because I was playing against Corpus. My Riven is critical chance, critical damage, plus recoil. And then we have Hunter Munitions and 2 dual stat mods, Inspirational. Pretty standard build. No crit chance mod because I have crit chance on my Riven. I want to fit a Bane on here. But then we look at this. We look at the electricity build, and the damage has doubled. So I'm not entirely sure what the situation is here. So let me just quickly go over it. So the math is not checking out is what I'm trying to say. So if I was just to put like a viral build on here, it would be like, I don't know, like 1,000 damage, a little bit over 1,000 damage. We saw on the first one, 1,157 or 15. Same exact build as the first one, besides with Grenier instead. But the electric mods seem to bug it out. And if you can notice as well, it's also creating when you mod for just electric, it's creating electric and corrosive. I'm not sure why. And if we put a toxin mod, look at this. Look at how buggy this is. You put a toxin mod on here, our damage goes down. You take the toxin mod off, the damage goes up by like 900 points. So, yeah, if you want to get the most out of this weapon, go with an electric build. a corrosive electric build, it seems, is the best way to go. Well, rather, just put electric mods on there. That's what you should do. I wonder if it works with heat as well. Let's just quickly test this on the fly, if heat mods are going to do that same kind of bug situation. Yep, looks like heat mods work as well. So maybe heat or electric is going to be your best, but I think I'm going to go with heat for now. Let's try that out. So, that's going to make gas and heat, though. No. I'd say go with electric. We can at least try out the gas and heat build. You can't normally get that combination of elements. So, you know what? This is one of those unique weapons, I guess. It's probably a bug, to be honest, but let's just give it a quick shot. So I'm not going to really take it into mission. I've done survivals with this weapon before, and it can hold up in high-level missions, but, you know, let's just show it at least when I come today. I don't want the video to be mega long. That's one shot there. One shotting with hunter munitions with a yellow crit. This thing has 15% crit chance at base, so it's a heat electric build, or a heat gas build. One shotting Exo Goose Strike officers. Like, what the hell? And the electric and the heat builds are just like confusing. I don't understand, but you know what? Now you know. Now we all know, and you can unleash the power of the Mutalised Cernos. And to be fair, the viral build is pretty good too. You don't have to have like the bug builds to make it do crazy damage, so don't worry about it too much. So let's just quickly show the viral no bugged out damage numbers build. So as you see, we lost like about 1,600 base damage, but you know, we're good 10-0. So let's just quickly give it a shot on these guys. Let's take off the Bandit Corpus for the Bandit Grenier. All right. So, Hunter Missions proc should be pretty deadly, and we're going to have fully stacked up viral. So, it's still going to be good. You're also going to notice there's going to be lots of damage numbers with this thing. If you're trying to do a long run, if this is your primary damage source, I would recommend maybe turning off damage numbers, because it's a lot of numbers when you start spam shotting with the infested projectiles. So, as you can see right here, it's totally fine. Like, we could probably kill her with a body shot, honestly. Hunter Munitions procs, getting a couple of them there. It just seems like they randomly fall over and die sometimes too. So it is a buggy weapon. Let's just be honest here. It's a very buggy weapon. I couldn't even see what that number was because there's just so many numbers on the screen. So yeah, hopefully you found this helpful. I'm not trying to get it nerfed. I'm not trying to get it bug fixed. This channel is to show you guys the crazy stuff that I discover in this game, or if someone sends me something, I will show you as well. So I'm not going out of my way to be like, oh, dude, let's get the Archititron nerf. Let's get the Venka Prime nerf. Nope, that's not what happens. I doubt DE even watches my videos, to be honest, guys. So, yeah, I haven't applied for Warframe Partner. Maybe I will again. I did, like, once in October of last year. But, I can't even see what these numbers are because there's just so many on the screen. So, we will see. Maybe we'll cool it down a little bit if I become Warframe Partner. But probably not, to be honest, so... If I have to change who I am to become a Warframe Partner, it's not worth it to me. Like, getting a glyph in the game and whatever the heck they're doing nowadays, saving me some plat would be nice. But, yeah, you know, I don't want to be censored. The Warframe forums are very censored. The most heavily censored place for Warframe feedback on the entire internet, of course, because it's their official forums. But, you know, like... that's just not for me. So hopefully this is for you, though. So I'd say the best stats on a Riven, probably just going to be like damage, multi-shot, crit chance, crit damage. It does have really low crit chance. So mine is crit chance, crit damage, and a negative, well, I guess a negative stat in this case would be a positive stat, plus recoil. So if I put like base damage on there, or maybe even more multi-shot could be hilarious, because we're already firing off a bunch of arrows with split flight free procking. Maybe that would be good for you, so... Yeah, enjoy it while you can. If they even care enough to fix this, like the damage over time builds are stupid. Like the electric thing is just buggy. Like it just is. Let's see if that would go. I can't fit that on there. Either way, guys, I'll talk to you next time. Hopefully you found this video helpful. Hopefully you're having some fun with these updates before Heart of Deimos comes out. Heart of Deimos reveal on Saturday on the Warframe Twitch channel. Let's see. Okay. I'm sure you guys might have seen the bingo card of, will Steve be wearing a hat? Of course he'll be wearing a hat. What color will the hat be, though? That's the question. Either I'll see you guys next time. I'm just going to keep shooting these Grenier. And, yeah, take it easy, guys. Peace.